Welcome to this topic on knapsack problem using memory function method. The memory function method is also called as the MF method. So from the syllabus point of view, actually, the knapsack problem can be solved using brute force method, which you are seen in the second unit. Then using the bottom-up dynamic programming method, which you are seen in the previous fourth unit. Now again, the knapsack problem can also be solved using a method called as memory function method. So let us see what is this memory function method. So before I go to the actual problem, if you remember, a knapsack problem is nothing but a bag is given and you have to put the objects in the bag in such a way that the capacity of the bag is not exceeded and the profit of putting the weights in the bag is increased. So the profit should be maximized and the capacity is not exceeded. So this was the formula actually used to solve the knapsack problem using dynamic programming. This was done in the previous classes. Now again, please remember these three formulas. Vij is nothing but the table which you have to compute, and it will be equal to 0 if I is equal to j is equal to 0, and if the weight wi is greater than j, then Vij is equal to vi minus 1 comma j. If the weight is less than equal to j, then this is the formula: max of vi minus 1 comma j comma vi minus 1 comma j minus wi, where wi is the weight of the object I and vi is the profit of the object I. Now if you remember, in the bottom up dynamic programming, what we used to do was we used to create a table, correct? And that table, the final value in that table used to hold the final result. Now in this case also we have to do the same thing. Only thing is, now we have to use a shortcut method that is called as memory function method. So let us see this problem. Apply memory function technique to the following instance of knapsack problem with capacity W is equal to 5. So this is the table given. Actually this is the same problem which we had solved in the previous classes, but we had used bottom up dynamic programming method. So in this session we will see how to solve the problem using the memory function or the MF method. Now if you see this table, item 1 is an object 1, it has a 2 weight, $12 is the profit. Second item has first 1 weight, $10 as the profit. Third item has the weight 3 and $20 as the profit. And fourth item has a 2 weight and $15 as the profit. Capacity given is 5. Now please remember W1. Okay, W1 is 2, W2 is 1, W3 is 3, W4 is 2. V1 is profit. Okay, V1 is 12, V2 is 10, V3 is 20, V4 is 15. So what is the number of objects given here? The number of objects given n is 4, right? N is equal to 4. And what is the capacity? It is 5. N is equal to 4 and W is equal to 5 is the weight and this number of objects and the capacity. Now again I am repeating here, W1 is 2, right? The item of the weight of the first object. W2 is 1, the weight of the second object. W3 is 3, the weight of the third object. Weight W4 is 2, the weight of the fourth object. V1 is profit of the first object 12, V2 is 10, V3 is 20, V4 is 15. That's what is written here. These are the weights and profits of the each objects. Now please remember, we have to build a table, correct? We have to build a matrix, actually a table with n plus 1 rows and W1 plus 1 columns. What is n plus 1 rows? So number of objects is 4. So we build 5 rows, correct? N is 4, number of objects is 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. We build 5 rows, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, what is W? What is W? W is 5. So we build W plus 1 columns. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is totally 6 columns we build, because 5 plus 1 is 6 and number of items are 4. So we build 5 rows. It is 0 to 4 rows, 0 to 5 columns. Please remember, this column index is J and the row index is I. Now here he has written, see here, W1 is 2, V1 is 2, 12. This is nothing but the weight of the first object and the profit of the first object. W2 is 1, V2 is 10 means weight of the second object is 1 and profit of the second object is 10. Now, as before, you fill the first column and the first row with zeros. Okay, you fill the first column of the table and first row with zeros. Now, in the bottom-up dynamic programming method, please remember we used to start from here, right? v1 comma 1 we used to compute v1 comma 2, v1 comma 3, v1 comma 4, v1 comma 5. Next v2 comma 1, v2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4, 2 comma 5. Right, we used to calculate these boxes. This entire table is the V, matrix V, and I is this one and J is this column. I is rows and J is the column. Now, in the memory function method, we have to start with the last box. We have to start with the last box. What is the index of the last box? What is the index of the last box? This entire table is capital V. What is the index of the last box? Please see here. I is 4. J is 5. So we will first calculate big V of 4 comma 5. So we will start with the last box, because this is the solution we want, right? This is the final solution of the knapsack. In bottom up programming method, we used to calculate all the boxes. This one, this is what V 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5. We used to calculate all 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4, 2 comma 5. But in this case, we will calculate only the boxes which are needed, which are required. So first you calculate this one. This is nothing but V of capital V of 4 comma 5. Please see this one, 4 comma 5. Now what is which formula you will apply? Out of these three, which formula you will apply? So for that you have to compare the corresponding W with the corresponding J. What is W here? W here is 2, right? W here is 2 and J is 5. So what you will do? 2 is less than 5. Which formula you will apply? 2 is less than 5. That is W is less than J. So W is less than J means we will apply the third formula. That's all. It is same as dynamic programming method, bottom up method. Only difference is we are starting with this box, and whatever is required we will calculate only those boxes. Unnecessarily we will not calculate all the boxes. So V of 4 comma 5 is equal to, since this corresponding W 2, okay, is less than 5, is less than J, W is less than J, we will apply the third formula. That's what is done here. What is I here? I is 4, J is 5. So please compare this formula. V of I minus 1, 4 minus 1 is 3, comma J is what? 5, comma V of I minus 1, what is I? I is 3, 4 minus 1, 3, comma J minus Wi, what is J? 5, 5 minus Wi, 5 minus 2, 3, right? Plus the profit Vi, corresponding profit is 15, plus 15. So max of 3 comma 5 and 3 comma 3 plus 15. Okay, here V4 is 15, the corresponding V4 is 15 profit, W4 is 2, J is 5. So since 2 is less than 5, that is Wi is less than J, we will apply the third formula. That's all. Now we don't know what is V3 of 5, V3 comma 5 we don't know, V3 comma 3 we don't know. So we will calculate V3 comma 5 and V3 comma 3. That's all. I hope you are following. Since we don't know what is V3 comma 5 and V3 comma 3, next we will calculate V3 comma 5 and V3 comma 3. So let us come to this V3 comma 5. So V3 comma 5 means which box? 3, third row, 3 comma 5. 3 comma 5 means this one, correct? This one. We should calculate this one. 3 comma 5, right? Now what is 3 comma 5? If you compare this row W3, W3 is 3, right? W3 is 3. And what is J? J is 5. 3 is less than 5. W is less than J. W is less than J means third formula. That's what. V of 3 comma 5 is maximum of V of I minus 1, 3 minus 1, 2, comma J, 5, comma V of I minus 1, 3 minus 1, 2, comma J, 5 minus Wi. What is Wi? 3, 5 minus 3, 2, plus the corresponding profit. What is the corresponding profit? 20. Okay, we are applying the third formula here. That's all. and again we don't know what is v2 comma 5 and what is v2 comma 2. Again we have to calculate next, but before that we have to calculate this v3 comma 3, right? So again you write here v3 comma 3. What is v3 comma 3? v3 comma 3 means third row third column, so you have to calculate this. In this, what is weight 3? 3. What is this one j? J is 3. So 3 is equal to 3. W is equal to j. Again, which formula will apply? W is equal to j means third formula. So that's what he has done. Max of V of I minus 1. Please compare this formula and this one. I is 3, j is 3. Max of V of I minus 1. I minus 1 is 3 minus 1, 2, comma j. J is 3, comma V of I minus 1. 3 minus 1, 2, comma j minus wi. What is j? 3 minus wi. What is wi? 3. 3 minus 3 is 0 plus vi. What is vi? Corresponding profit 20 plus 20. Okay. Now we calculated this v3 comma 5 and v3 comma 3. We have not got the answer, that we will get later. Now this v3 comma 5 is over, right? Next this v3 comma 3 is over. Next what you have to do? You have to calculate v2 comma 5. Okay, you can easily guess. Next we have to calculate which one? v2 comma 5, v2 comma 2, v2 comma 3, v2 comma 0. I hope you understood. Again I will repeat. You start with the last box. Last box is 4 comma 5, v of 4 comma 5. Here weight is 2 and j is 5. So 2 is less than 5, that is wi is less than j. So we apply the third formula. You will get equation like this: max of v3 comma 5 comma v3 comma 3 plus 15. In this we have to again calculate v3 comma 5 and v3 comma 3. v3 comma 5, v3 comma 3, you will get this equation. In that again you have to calculate v2 comma 5, v2 comma 2, v2 comma 3, v2 comma 0. So next start with v2 comma 5, this one. v2 comma 5 you start. So what is v2 comma 5? v2 comma 5 is second row fifth column. So what is the weight? 1. You compare this weight with j. 1 is less than 5. W is less than j. Correct? So apply the third formula. So you will get this equation. Max of v1 comma 5, 1 comma 4 plus 10. You can easily understand I is 2. So here I is 2. I minus 1 means 2 minus 1 is 1 comma j. What is j? 5. So 1 comma 5 comma what is this? I minus 1, 2 minus 1, 1 comma j. What is j? 5. 5 minus what is w? W is correct. W is 1. So you will get the corresponding profit value. Now the logic is again very simple. You please do the same things. You will get the other equations. So I will just repeat here. 2 comma 5 you got. So you got this equation. Next you calculate 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2 again means second row second column, right? Second row second column. So what is the weight? 1. What is the j? 2. So 1 is less than 2. So 1 is less than 2 means w is less than j. So again apply third formula. v2 comma 2 is max of v I minus 1. I minus 1 is 2 minus 1 1 comma j 2 comma v of I minus 1 1 comma j 2 minus wi. Wi is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 plus the corresponding profit is 10. So you will get this equation. Next you calculate v2 comma 3. Okay, this you will get it here. Next you calculate v2 comma 0. Now if you see v2 comma 0, which one you have to do? 2 comma 0 is this one. 2 comma 0 is actually already equal to 0 because we already calculated. But if you want to apply the equation, easily you can get, right? v2 comma 0 is already calculated, actually it is 0 only. No need to calculate this. But why he has done like this is v2 comma 0 is equal to v1 comma 0, because what is v2 comma 0? Second row 0th column. So second row 0th column means v2 is this one. What is that? 1 is w12 is 1 and j is 0. So w is greater than this one. Correct? J. So you will apply this formula. But anyway, 2 comma 0 is already calculated. You will directly get 0. Next you are going doing v1 comma 5, right? v1 comma 5. What is v1 comma 5? First row, fifth column. So compare w2 with 5. 2 is less than 5. Fine. 2 is less than 5 means what you will do? Again apply the third formula. Next, you 2 comma 5 is this one 1 comma 5 is over. Next do 1 comma 4, right? Next do 1 comma 2. Next do 1 comma 1. Next do 1 comma 3. Okay. So only thing I'll tell about this 1 comma 1. We 1 comma 1 means first row, first column. Now if you see first row, first column, what is W2? W1 is 2 and J is 1. 2 is greater than 1. 2 is greater than 1 means this formula, second formula. So 2 comma this one, we are calculating the V1 comma 1. So I is 1, right? So apply the second formula here. So V of I minus 1, 1 minus 1, 0, comma J, J is 1, 0 comma 1, 0 comma 1 is 0. So it is 0, fine. This you will get 0. So once you get these things, once you see, I'll just repeat again. Start with the last box, V4 comma 5. Fine. You start with the last box. You see which formula is applied. In this case, weight was 2 and J was 5. So 2 is less than 5. That is W is less than J. So apply the third formula. You will get an equation like this: max of V3 comma 5 comma V of 3 comma 3 plus 15. Now in this V3 comma 5 is not known. So calculate that. V3 comma 3 is not known. So calculate that. For V3 comma 5 you will get equation like this. In that we don't know what is V2 comma 5. So calculate that. V2 comma 2 we don't know. Calculate that. V2 comma 3 we don't know. Calculate that. V2 comma 0 we don't know. Calculate that. Again in V2 comma 5 you will get V1 comma 5, V1 comma 4. Right. So V1 comma 5 we don't know. Calculate that. V1 comma 4 you don't know. Calculate that. Then again in this we get V1 comma 2. Calculate that. V1 comma 1. Calculate that. V1 comma 3. Calculate that. Okay, V1 comma 2 is already over. So all these are now equations you have got for all these terms. Now you start back substitution. Back substitution means now you got the V1 comma 3, right? So now you have to start from here because all these values you got. All these values you got, correct? All these values you got. You start from here. V got 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3 is max of V1 comma 3. V1 comma 3 is calculated, right? What is V1 comma 3? V1 comma 3 is 12. 12 comma 1 comma 2. What is 1 comma 2? 1 comma 2 is 12. 12 plus 10. Maximum of this 2 is 12 comma 22. So 22. Next calculate V2 comma 2. V2 comma 2 is what is the equation? Max of V1 comma 2 comma V1 comma 1 plus 10. So in this case V1 comma 2 what you have got? 12. Max of 12 comma V1 comma 1 what you have got? 0. So 0 plus 10. So you will get 12 comma 10. Maximum is 12. Like that you continue, you will get the final answer as 37. See, logic is very simple. I will just briefly tell you. Start with the last box. Compare that W with J. If W is greater than J, apply the second formula. If W is less than equal to J, apply the third formula as before, what you done for bottom-up dynamic programming method. Only difference is instead of calculating all the boxes, you can see here he has only calculated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 values he has calculated. Because first column and first row automatically it is initialized to 0. Instead of calculating all the boxes, all the squares, he has calculated only what is required. See, for calculating this term, that is V4 comma 5, the only thing the terms were required were V3 comma 5 and V3 comma 3, that he calculated. Then for calculating V3 comma 5 he required V2 comma 5 and V2 comma 2. So that V2 comma 5, V2 comma 2 he calculated. Next for calculating V3 comma 3, V2 comma 3 and V2 comma 0 was required. So he calculated V2 comma 3, V2 comma 0, right? Then for calculating V2 comma 5, V1 comma 5, V1 comma 4 was required. So V1 comma 5 and V1 comma 4 he calculated. So this is the basic answer. Only thing what you have to remember is the other problems what I have done for bottom-up dynamic programming method. Please apply this memory function method because answers already you know. For those two problems, answers already you know. We have solved that. Now apply this method and see if you are getting the same answer. Now coming to the algorithm part, the knapsack problem using memory function method. This algorithm is given here. For the bottom-up dynamic programming method, only problem is there in the exam. For the memory function method, this algorithm will be asked. So if you remember, I'll just brief you through this algorithm. This implements the memory function method for the knapsack problem. The input is a non-negative integer I indicating the number of the first items being considered, and a non-negative integer j indicating the knapsack capacity. Output is the value of the optimal feasible subset of the first I items. So the following algorithm implements the idea for the knapsack problem. So this implements the memory function method. After initializing the table, the recursive function needs to be called with I is equal to n, the number of items, and j is equal to capacity. So first the table is initialized. How do you initialize? If you remember, we initialize the table with, if you see, capital F is taken as the table with 0 to n rows and 0 to w columns, that is n plus 1 rows and n plus 1 m plus w plus 1 columns, right? The number of objects is n and the number of capacity is w, means n plus 1 rows will create and w plus 1 columns will create. That's what is done here. And this array weights holds the weights of the items, values holds the profit of the items. Now all the entries in the table will be initially filled with -1, okay, except the row 0 and column 0, which are initialized to zeros. So if you remember the problem we just solved, the first column and the first rows are initialized to 0, and then the other values he has taken as -1. One by one he will go on calculating the final answers. Now I am just repeat this briefly. N plus 1 rows and W plus 1 columns are created, and that table is called as capital F. If Fij is less than 0, means a particular entry in the box is less than 0, it is -1, because initially we have initialized all the boxes with squares with -1. So what you will do is, because initially this function is called with number of items n and capacity w, right? So this I is n and j is w. So we will start with the last box, n comma w. If it is less than 0, means it is not calculated, and if j is less than weights I. So what we are doing here in if else statement, what we are doing actually, we are doing this equation. If you see here, if j is less than weights of I, that means second formula, j is less than weights of I. Instead of writing weights of I is greater than j, is written j is less than weights of I. Then we will apply this second formula, that is value is equal to mf knapsack. You will call the same function recursive, it will call it recursively I minus 1 comma j. So please see here, this equation is similar to the second formula vi minus 1 comma j, since j is less than weights or weights is greater than j. Okay, else it will apply the third formula. What is the third formula? Value is equal to max of mf knapsack I minus 1 comma j, or values of I plus mf knapsack I minus 1 comma j minus w weights of I. That is, we are applying the third formula. I hope you can relate here. Max of v of I minus 1 means this one, right? Mf knapsack stands for the table v of I minus 1 comma j, right? Then this value size stands for the profit vi plus mf knapsack, this one v of I minus 1 comma j minus weight size j minus wi, and finally the value optimal value will be stored in the last box of the table F. So that finishes this topic on knapsack problem. So again I will repeat, in the fourth unit you have two types of problems for the knapsack. One is the memory function method and another one is the bottom up dynamic programming method. Today we saw the memory function method. So in the exam, for the bottom up dynamic programming method only knapsack problem is there. For the memory function method, both the algorithm and problem is there. Thank you.